there are some situations like if I'm playing Soul Calibur, I have to switch up a few buttons.
Right.
Just because some of the inputs are too hard without it.
All right, well, it looks like we got Ryan with Hayate versus Black Mamba's Hitomi. Is this a costume we've seen before from Hitomi?
That's it. She picked her karate gi.
No, the one with the Letterman's jacket.
Letterman's jacket. Ah, yes, they actually have that in the alpha demo.
Oh,
Yes.
Is that where I've seen it before? I thought I've seen it before. It hasn't been in previous Dead or Alives?
You know, I don't believe so. I might be wrong on that. It's not one that I can recall easily, though, so I don't want to say one way or the other.
I'm sure if I was asking you about Bayman's Bayman's costumes, you can tell me in detail.
Well, that's because he only has 3 in like any game. He's never had like more than 3. Except, I guess, in Dead or Alive Plus Plus, but that was arcade only, and like whoever played that game, unfortunately.
All right, well, here comes Ryan getting owned up against the wall against Black Mamba. You know, Mamba, like we said earlier, is an amazing player, and Hayate's gonna have a hard time coming back from this.
You know, not a lot has changed about Hayate. I mean, there are changes, but so many of his strings look identical to how they did in the past, so...
And feel identical as to how they did. Only sometimes they just don't finish quite the same. There'll be like a different ending to it, or the combo itself will like be missing a part of it, but it still very much is the same DOA nostalgia that we've had in the past.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, because so many of them are so similar, it shouldn't be too hard for Black Mamba to just anticipate and counter. And, you know, he doesn't have to relearn the counter system exactly. It's the way it has been, minus, you know, some of those unholdable situations.
All right, well, here Mamba is now in the lead with 2-0 against Hayate here, putting him on the floor with a nice grab. Spacing just well enough, but unfortunately got hit in that last aggression move.
All right, so here we go. I mean, he's just so good at spacing. It's like he knows when people are going to throw something out and mess up, and he just takes full advantage of that.
Ooh, it looks like he didn't get the spacing quite down that well on that last move, but, you know, he really seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, he does, and there he does. Just a clean sweep of that first match there. Very, very, very little difficulty in taking that. And now we're going to do a quick reset of the system here.
Don't forget, guys, this is a E3 build of it. What they did is, you know, they don't want people, you know how when you go to E3 and you're just so excited to play a game, sometimes you won't get off the console.
Yeah, and then you've got the lines building up and one person sitting there hogging it.
Exactly.
It's like, one more. Man.
So what they did this time is they actually made it so that after you've played a certain amount of time, they reset it and they say thank you for playing, but, you know, move on.
Yeah. It would have been nice if they'd kept the settings, but I guess this ensures that nobody's custom control settings is going to mess up the next person.
Hopefully that is the way they're doing it. And Mamba here once again on the sticks. They're going into this next round. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be using Hitomi again. He seems to want to learn her before he has to fight somebody else, before he fights one of the high-level players.
Yeah, I think this is kind of just the trial by fire here. He's going in, relearning all his new muscle memory, and you know, as soon as he can get that down, I think he'll be ready to take on Chosen One or Kayane.
And Mamba with a big smile on his face, you can definitely tell he is confident in this one. And you know, I like that he's sporting a mustache now. He's kind of changed up his look.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting there, you know, he's got this really intimidating game face on. It's like, it's almost stoic. Like, he doesn't know what you're thinking. He doesn't care what you're thinking. He's just going to come in and wreck you.
Well, I definitely experienced a lot of wreck in the past because Mamba was just that guy that I could never beat because he kept adapting to what I would do, and I felt so predictable.
I know, he's really good at thinking on the fly, just fishing out patterns and just abusing you really fast. Look at this right here.
Speaking of abuse, he just did the last...
The guy can't even stand up. I mean, this is...
He definitely abused that move because he knows what he can do, but he might be mistaking what he's doing here, kind of
we got a critical burst. Oh, one hit either way is going to end this. And there we go. Mamba
and it's
with
definitely coming out of Mamba. Looks like Mamba is playing with his opponent here.
It does seem like that a little bit. Of course, you know, Mamba is not impervious to messing up, so... Oh, lots of damage there.
Very nice 7-hit combo, putting Hayate up against the wall, giving him some wall pressure. But you know what? He's just going to walk forward and into a punch.
You know, it's not hard to do. And that little... that jumping kick that Hitomi did there actually tracks, so you cannot sidestep that at all.
Oh, really?
No, so it's really dangerous to see that coming at you from range if you've been trying to sidestep.
Well, here Hayate is whipping a couple grabs in front of him, but here comes Mamba finally showing off those nice critical bursts, getting a 10-hit combo. Looks like the gravity is different in this game.
It really is. But yeah, you can see he's still fiddling around with the system here. He's trying to find the best way to get damage out of it.
That was an amazing counter. He predicted that move. Oh, and a very nice jump over Hayate's low. Mamba sweeping at 3-0.